just after I finished secondary school, I lost not like a huge amount of weight, but like relatively significant amount of weight, like a few stone, right? And it felt like taking off a big backpack. Like imagine that just strapped to your chest, not even evenly distributed. It's miserable, be absolutely horrifying in every way. Right, where were we? We were in this like fucked up nightmare that we bought, right? My houses, Old Pinnacove. There we go. Go to house. I've never fucked myself up on a bike or skateboard or anything like that badly. It seems nightmarish. Although again, if you're a boy, well, most boys, they're not really using the nipples. They're just kind of extras. How much is a stone supposed to weigh? I don't blame you, because a stone... I only know what a stone is because my parents are old, and so still use stones to measure weight, whereas nobody else in the world does. I think maybe British people do still, which is very funny to me. But a stone is, I think, 14 pounds? Something like that. Stone is 14 pounds, there we go. Although, what's a pound? It's this many ounces. What's an ounce? Bring back Dreya's round era. It's come back a little bit, to be honest. I think if you do think primarily in stones, you are a relic of an earlier time. What are we doing in here? Oh, yes. Okay, if you need a... What's it called? A recap of what we were doing. We bought this old school. And we'll do up the outside as well a little bit and clean it up. But this old, prestigious school that we are now gutting and turning into a foster home. A respectable foster home. So, here's where the important men wait to bid on their children. They get white powder on a little metal tray. You get cheese, you get carp, you get wine and scotch or whatever. Here's where you can look in through the two-way mirror with the switch. This is the office where you bid on the children. And, you know, you write down which children you want. In here is where they show off the kids. So they, you know, they bring people in here, waddle them down, sit them in the seats. The kids come out along here, you know, clean up in the sink, take a little shower if they need to, and then strut along here, strut back, show off a talent or something like that, and then people go, I want that one. In here we've got a lovely toilet for the main boys, gold and marble, obviously. Any assistants that need to come in with them, here's the assistant chair, so you don't need a sink. Then in here is where the misbehavers live. And then up here we have the bedroom, where all the foster kids sleep and, you know, toss away their cares. I hate the carp platters. Yeah, there we go. Now we need to do... What do we need to do? We need to have some sort of toilet area for the children. So that'll be probably in here. Yeah, okay. That's already set up a little bit. Then we've got where they need to learn things. They do need to actually, you know... So you don't need a sink. Wait, I forgot about the bathroom. You have a toilet assistant who, like, you know, licks your hands cleans or whatever. So in here we'll rip out all this, make a proper classroom. Then we'll make a toilet area in here. Then up here will be the punishment and re-education quarters for if they don't sell. Need someone to let me do that for them. Oh, Christ. Oh, and a kazoo has been redeemed. Lovely. No bid, no piss. Allow YouTube ads. Oh no! I've just seen what it is! It's the fucking darkness. Oh, Christ in heaven. Wasn't there going to be a searchy? Yes, that's going to be part of the re-education. Because, look, after a couple of rounds of bidding, if you're still there, obviously you're not pretty enough a child, or, like, you know, cool enough looking. You need to be re-educated or surgically altered. I love this song. This song fucking sucks, but that's fine. Every BDSM house needs a clinic part. It's a foster house, a loving foster home. You need cages. Oh, the Darkness. Remember the Darkness for about 6 months were incredibly popular. And then they disappeared and everybody went, yeah, let's never mention them again. Have a good day and this is what happens. This is exactly my thoughts, Grass. I remember at the time, it was a shame the band didn't feel brave enough to just make earnest cringe hair rock and had to coat it in this layer of post-irony. It's like, we're making this music that clearly we like to make. However, we have to pretend to be embarrassed about it. It's like, oh, we're not actually doing it seriously. Look, we'll have this like intentionally shit like Star Trek the original series graphics, and we'll dress in the silly way, and haha, this is so bad, right? Tell me it's actually really good and that my voice is really good, because you notice I am actually hitting all these high notes. Can you actually tell me it's really good? But no, it's really shit, isn't it? It's really good, isn't it? Fucking hate the Darkness. Oh, why do people think it's weird to listen to this song unironically? This song fucking shreds. It's because they didn't make it unironically. If they had made it unironically, it would be acceptable to listen to it unironically. As it is, it's a joke song written by cowards. Don't forget, we're bigger than Radiohead of themselves. Oh, fuck you. Only the most evil tunes. In small voice, I think he's hot in this. I saw them about 10 years ago at a smallish venue and they were really good. I mean, that's the embarrassing thing, is that they can play and sing, but they have to couch it in this, like, we're doing like a fucking insufferable Steel Panther, like, parody of ourselves. And it's like, just make the fucking music you like. It worked for Ghost. Ghost are deeply embarrassing, but even I kind of like Ghost. Because they're doing it earnestly. They're not like, oh, aren't we so shit? With the stupid face paint and stuff. No, you can tell they love that nonsense. They're not cowards like the Darkness. Right, let's go back over to the game. I'll stop mentioning the Darkness. Imagine a version of Love on the Rocks with no ice that's just Love on the Rocks and leaves the rocks drink metaphor unsaid because we're smart enough to get it. Let's go over here. I will unmute House Flipper. Oh, it's so relaxing by comparison. Oh, so nice. Right, I guess we just sort of clean up this area. We might need no lights as well. Although these lights are kind of fine. Where's the light switch? Yeah, I don't feel like touching the lights too much. It's basically, you know, we need to keep that old-timey charm. So let's start ripping stuff out. How do I control this game again? We sell all the desks. And the curtains. We don't get curtains either, obviously. The children need to learn how to behave. They need to learn how to be good for their new owners. I mean parents. Maybe no windows in here either. Because that'll just distract them. Why haven't I gotten adopted yet? It's because you're not pretty enough or smart enough. So we need to fix those things. Do you even know how to make a carp platter? No. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. All these getting out of. Reminds me to go listen to Def Leppard. Again, Def Leppard are absolute dog shit, but at least they meant it. Like, Def Leppard might be the only band that I think are a guilty pleasure for me, because they are absolute shit. However, you can tell if you listen to Hysteria that they are giving it their all, and they mean what they're saying. Alright, we'll leave that decoration. We'll leave the fancy roof. We'll get a new chandelier as well. That seems fine. We'll leave the globe there, because customers are going to come from all... Well, they might come, but they're going to come from all corners of the globe. Typewriter we can get rid of. We're going to have a computer in here. We're not from the past. Come on now. We're a modern, respectable establishment. Oh, the shadows are getting a bit weird. Lara and her pub quiz group once were all convinced that the band was called Left Deppard, and no one realised. I mean, it's a bad name as well. Bad name, bad band, Def Leppard. But occasionally I will still listen to, like, Love Bites and bop along. Love bites, love breathes. It's bringing me to my knees, love bright. It's so bad. Right, that's all the trash done, I think. We'll use Witcher vision to see what needs to be cleaned. And it'll be lovely outside. I've never been in a pub quiz, by the way. Emma is always talking about doing pub quizzes, but neither of us have ever really been in pubs, so I wouldn't know where to find them. I suppose they must have Facebook groups nowadays. Don't even know why I'm cleaning this. I'm going to be plastering over this at some point. Pub quizzes are great. They seem fun enough. I think I'd enjoy myself. Although I am you've seen me do quizzes on this stream and how terrible I am at them. So, we'll see. Okay, we need to put up some lights. That's the first thing we should do, because it's grim in here and it's very dark and the shadows are upsetting me. So, where can I get some lights? It's in here, lights. What's a nice light? Maybe just some work lights, because, like, this is the children's area. They don't need to be fancy. In fact, we should discourage that, because the people who are going to get these kids are very rich, but the kids aren't going to really experience much of that, I think. They might be thrown some carp or some cheese as they're, like, sitting on the carpet, but they're not going to get to use a lot of the fanciness. Give me ceiling lamps. These LED strip lights were kind of fun. Maybe just these ceiling lamps. There we go. Just, like, bolt them up here. Really awkwardly and horribly. Like that. It's right here. Right here. Right here. And then one more at the back, like that. There we go. That'll probably be enough. Let's just wire this up. I used to do the pub quizzes. It's a lot of fun. Until you piss someone off who's already piss drunk. There we go. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Is that bright enough? Do we need, like, wall sconces? That's pretty bright. The walls do not like the lights in here, though. The shadows are fucked. Whatever, it'll just be more miserable for them. Let's then copy this brick, because it looks perfect for me. Looks really nice. Oh, look at that. They'll be so happy in here. Because otherwise, they'll get distracted. I'm modelling this room, I think, off of my school when I was in secondary school, because it looked like this every fucking room. They never bothered, like, plastering or painting any of the walls, so every classroom looked like a miserable prison. So this is coming from the heart. I hated my secondary school. It was a new build when I went there. It was built in, like, 2006, 2007, and it was miserable. Like, every corridor looked like this. They didn't even have hardwood. They had, like, lino on the floors and this exact, like, cinder block look on the walls. And they were constantly running out of fucking heating oil in the winter, so people would have to study in gloves. Despite spending quite a lot of money on modern art sculptures for the main hallways. People weren't a fan of this school. What is this, a chimney? It might be a chimney. Just like an awkward thing. Jesus. I did not like my secondary school. I think it's, looking back, it's probably the most unhappy time of my entire life as at secondary school. For various reasons, but the building didn't help. We had a new block as part of our school around the same time, and it was just this cinder block interior as well. It looked kind of cool. I just remember thinking it was like being in a prison. Because it was just this grey experience. Like, blue lino and grey walls. You know what? Can I find some fucking blue lino in here? I don't know if... Does anyone else in the world other than Britain and Ireland actually use lino? Can I find lino in this surface finishes? Wallpaper, wood panels, tiles. Can I get lino tiles? Carpet tiles might do it as well. Do you have lino anywhere? You've got moss and cork. That's just as bad, to be honest. I fucking hate lino. That's wallpaper. Wood panels. I guess, like, cheap laminate might do it. Like this glossy painted wood. If I can make it like a disgusting no-cut pattern and make it like a really sickly pale blue. That's the colour of the floors in my secondary school. Oh, horrible. Alright, let's see if that looks good. That looks perfect. That's exactly what it looked like. Great. I was not a happy student. Those fucking mobile units. I had one of them in one of my primary schools, but it was the primary school that I got taken out of because of bullying. Not me being bullied, not being a bully. And my second primary school was so small that it didn't need any, what's it called, like extra buildings. There was only 60 students in there. That's across all of the classes. My class in that school had 4 people in it at one point. You didn't need to clarify. I went to an actual jail school when I was 15 to 17 because I got kicked out of all the public schools, and it was still nicer than that. I remember my dad threatening me when I was very young that he would send me to jail school, and he'd point to just basically some random, like, manor house that was near our house. I go like, see that? That's the jail school. You're gonna go there if you're not, you know, well behaved. And I was terrified of it. Later I found out, yeah, that's just a house. That's just like this, I guess, what we're converting now. That's everything. I think that's good. My parents also did that. Slightly fucked me up as a child, I think. Okay, perfect. There might be a bit too many windows in here, because I remember there weren't that many windows in my school either. You're going to kid prison, and it was always down the road. It's just convenient. Let's get some things in here. We need to get some desks. So what's like a nice desk for a kid? I guess it would be under tables. Desks. Perfect. What's a good desk? Again, they don't need something fancy, they need something functional. That's a desk. There we go. Actually, that's really fucking expensive. It looks a bit shit, but it's really expensive. What's the cheapest desk you have? Is this a UK thing? Rude. Oh, and thank you for the follow. I heard the follow noise there. This is also so expensive. Why are the desks so incredibly expensive? My desk that I'm sitting at right now was only like €200. Why is this 3.5 grand? The stork is pretty cheap. The potpourri is pretty cheap. That kind of looks like the one I'm sitting at, to be honest, but it's more like adjustable. Watch me ask a question and immediately leave. So what will this room be? This is going to be their educational center, because they need to go to school. Like, otherwise the state will shut us down. Like, they need to learn something, but it's mainly going to be about, like, how to please your parents. The Anson is really cheap. The the Jonesboro, that's cheap as fuck. Okay. Also, this looks, again, so much like my secondary school tables. Oh no. Or there'd just be like rows of seats. Oh god, I'm actually making myself depressed with this layout. Christ. Put that there. And then put like one more there. Absolutely disgusting. Amazing stuff. Education. And then we need probably a nice desk for the teacher. Desk Segovia. Desk Satellito. Ooh, that's very fancy. But no, this needs to be posh. You know, if somebody decides to tour this area, one of the men who's going to be buying these children, they're going to be like, yes, I appreciate the fine mahogany. So it has to be like the Windsor. What's more expensive? The Segovia's more expensive. Can I make this more delicious looking? Yes, I can. Buy. Perfect. Perfect stuff. And like a nice chair as well. We need some horrible chairs for the kids. Because they were never comfortable. Gonna need a lot of rulers in this education room. It's a perfect school table. Storage cabinets, tables, seats. That's what we need. Ooh, a Bolshenia. A Bolshena. That's what the teacher sits in. There we go. Look at that. Perfect. Amazing. Not even an office chair, whatever the Bolshena is. And then chairs. Benches and chairs. Stools. You know what? They don't get backs on their chairs. It's like being in a lab in school. I fucking hated being in the labs because there was no backs on any of the chairs for no reason at all. Like, you could have gotten a stool with a back, but no, they don't get it. Stool Lilja. What's the cheapest? The Dua. This is the toilet assistant seat. Okay, well, this is what you get. 2 children per desk. There we go, lovely. We can get at least 12 kids in here. Which is actually way better than my school. My school had 30 to 40 in each classroom. And there were constant complaints because that's too fucking many. Cheese and carp on a side table. Some brandy. That's just for the visitors, though. There we go. Lovely. Amazing. That's pretty good. And then, like, a special seat here in case you, like, get something wrong. They have to sit up there right next to the teacher. Then we need, I guess, a blackboard. Or a whiteboard? Can I get a whiteboard? Whiteboard. There is no whiteboard. What do they have now? Projectors? I mean, they've got, you know, digital boards now, but... Projector Andrew. That's a bit shit. Can I get a nicer projector than this? Whatever, it'll do. We'll put that about here. This can be like, you know, where they do their learning. That's pretty good. That looks like, again, my secondary school. My secondary school always had these shit overhead projectors that were like 480p and would just not ever quite be set up properly, so they wouldn't quite align with the whiteboard. So it would always be like slightly skewed or overlapping in a weird way because nobody gave a fuck. We probably should get a television just so it's like, you know, everybody look towards the television screen. This is the sort of thing you'll be expected to do. And then we do need a board. So, board. Blackboard, cardboard menu, marker board, chalkboard. That's what they're called. We can make this white, can't we? Nope, apparently not. Fine. That'll do then. Sure. And there we go. Lovely. They've got a globe. They've got seats. What else more do they need? Oh, while they're in classrooms, actually, they're not allowed to use the bathroom. You're not allowed out. There we go. Gotta have writing on a chalkboard to kids today are missing out. I've never interacted with a chalkboard. I think they were kind of phased out by the time I was a kid. I don't know. At least where I was. Like, I always experienced whiteboards. And, like, by the time I was leaving school, it was the digital boards. You know, the touch screens and stuff like that, which were always shit. And all of my teachers were so old, they didn't even try to learn how to use them. So they just used them as whiteboards. You can punish children with cleaning erasers. Was that a thing? Seems like quite an arbitrary rule. Well, otherwise they'll just be like fucking off into the bathroom to play, or whatever children do in a bathroom. Can you put it into a half cubicle? It's degrading. They'll have to get used to that. Perfect. Amazing stuff. Next, we don't need this art on the walls. What are we, the fucking Ritz? These kids can barely see after living in the dark for so long. You'd clap them together? Are you from the Victorian era? Right, we need toilet facilities in here. Now, this is not going to be a luxurious toilet. Like, they don't have toilet assistants to lick their hands or anything, but I don't know, maybe there is a shower, right? You know what, in here, maybe we'll put a shower just right here at the very top, just so they can clean off. Shower. What's the cheapest shower? That? But no, we don't want to give them like a curtain. That's extravagant. Just here, like right out in the open. Perfect. Perfect bedroom. We probably need a drain. It'll ruin the thing. Drain? Can I get a drain? Pool drain? Shower drain? That's what we want. Look at that. It's perfect now. Amazing stuff. Now, the bathroom. What are we doing with this bathroom? You know, we don't want to be emptying out too many buckets. So, give me some toilets. What's the smallest toilet, cheapest toilet you have? The Real. Can I get it in green? or whatever. Oh, that's horrible. Every color scheme is bad. Honestly, the salmon pink might be the worst. Can I get it even more pink? Can I get it like a disgusting faded red? There we go, perfect. How many can I fit in here? 1, 2, 3. That's perfect. 4. I can fit in 4. That's actually amazing. That'll take care of all the kids. They can wait in line, I suppose. They don't need a sink. They've got a shower. No, this is too fancy. So we're going to need to change the interior walls, surface finishes, wood panels, tiles. Oh, it needs to be like spray down, right? Even if they're in there, you know, when it's happening, they need to be like hosed down. So I'm thinking like steel tiles, chrome, ceramic tiles, brushed aluminium. That's the one we've been using. Brushed aluminium, please. That's absolutely perfect. Couldn't come up with anything better. Oh, imagine how easy this would be to clean! Can't you install 3 of them in the classroom and they can just stomp it down rather than using the pots? Well, here's the punishment. It's teaching them to be demure and mannerly, right? Because they, you know, the owners might forget about them. The parents might forget about them, their new parents, for a while. They need to learn how to hold it in. If they need to go to the bathroom during classroom hours, which is a lot of hours, then they have to use the buckets in front of everyone, just as a punishment. And also, they have to empty them out themselves. Like, they have to go out into the garden and bury it afterwards. Oh, this already looks disgusting. I don't know why the shadows are so broken, by the way. Shitting in a flower pot is not demure. And yeah, every time... Maybe... Oh, maybe there's a special hat. Maybe there's a special hat. Hang on. Is there any hats I can buy? Like, you have to wear a hat if you can't hold it in. Hat. Straw hat? Did that type in at all? Hat. Straw hat blackbird is what I want. It's not coming up. It doesn't want me to have a hat. Fine, whatever. Is there a sign? I think there's signs you can buy, right? Toilet sign. There we go. Perfect. That'll do. That's pretty much sorted. We still need to tile a little bit here. Because again, I think, honestly, this might be the ideal bathroom. I mean, maybe we would include a sink in the ideal one. But having this wipe clean surface and a drain. We need a drain. Hang on. Drain. A pool drain, probably? Yeah, like a full drain. Like, if there's too many kids in here who need to go at once after the classroom, they can just stand and just let go and then get hosed down afterwards. Is there a hose I can buy? Hang on. Hose. Garden hose. Amazing. We can put that... Can I mount this to the wall anywhere? Or, you know what, it'll just sit out here. Maybe I can put it on a shelf. I can go here for now. Oh! It's actually perfect. They don't need a light either. Perfect. Amazing stuff. Next, because we've got the learning quarters, we've got the toilet quarters, and we've got the sleeping quarters. Next should be... Get rid of that painting. Next is upstairs. We get rid of all these candles. Fuck off. These stairs are also a bit disgusting. Like, too disgusting. Can I change these stairs at all? Change style on these. Make them nice, please. Yeah, that's a bit nicer. The base is still concrete, which I don't love. But, you know, it's a bit nicer now. Yeah, that's a bit better. It matches the floor. Why is Mikey calling for a piss trough? Piss trough is a punishment for anyone to use. I've had to, like everybody of the bapinist variety, I've had to use a piss trough in my life. It's awful. Nobody likes the piss trough. If you do, you're a sick person and need to be put down. Where are the lights up here? Where's a light switch? Is there a light switch? There's a light switch. It doesn't work or do anything. Okay, cool. We'll have to... Oh, they are kind of doing something, but... Oh, there's not even ceiling tiles here. It's horrible. Alright, let me sell all these candelabras. And... We don't need these struts. I mean... Who cares if it falls over? They're kids. They can withstand it. Aluminium ones are the worst. The metal piss trough is, I think, grounds for violating the Geneva Convention. It is absolutely fucking disgusting. And I don't understand why they exist still. Because you still see them occasionally. I avoid them, but you still see them. Is there just bundles of herbs up here? This is going to need to be like... We're going to clear everything up and then we're going to segment this off a bit. Because we need a surgery center and we need a re-education center here. If it wasn't meant for pissing, it should not be called a loo at minimum. Fuck me, that's tortured. The only time I've seen one was visiting a war bunker. They're fairly common here, I would say. At places that don't want you to be around. No leaves, they don't need anything nice like that. No couches. I wonder how robust the creator is going to be to allow me to make some sort of surgical quarters. Don't need these pillars, don't need that pillar either. Ooh, that's cut off now, that's fine. I mean, I don't like using urinals at the best of time. It could be the prettiest, most enclosed urinal in the world, and it's still a fucking urinal. It still shouldn't be allowed to exist. The stall with a toilet in it is the peak of toilets. We've already achieved it, and yet people are still making urinals in this day and age. Okay, this is perfect. We don't need this fancy nonsense up here, obviously. Is there a bathroom so posh someone else will take it out and hold it as you pee? I assume that's what the boys are doing. Not the boys, but the toilet assistants. For the people who, you know, come in here and start to bid. Without being royalty. Do you think Charles doesn't have to hold his own penis as he pees? I could honestly see that being the case. I wouldn't be surprised. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if his fingers couldn't hold anything. The royal ween. Like, everybody's seen close-up photos of King Charles's fingers, right? And how they look like disgusting Cumberland sausages. Maybe he would just fumble it around. They did have an official title, Groom of the Stool. Yes, that was when they had, like, chamber pots and stuff, right? There was a guy who was called the Groom of the Stool, whose job it was to, like, take care of that sort of thing. Get rid of that. Okay. This looks alright. This can be re-education. This can be surgery. I think this is all kind of coming along. I don't know what the hell this is. This goes to... Oh, wait. Does this go to the roof? It does go to the roof. Okay, we'll have to figure out what we're doing with the roof as well. As opposed to the wife of the stool. I think it was mainly like, you know, like grooming, as in like what you do to a cat or a dog, right? Was the gist. It was a position of honor. It was, because, you know, you'd get to be there while Henry VIII was shitting or whatever, and so you'd be like, hey, my friend Deirdre has, like, a house she wants to buy, but this other lordling has it. Could you, like, give it to her instead? That kind of thing. There's a term in Agile project management called grooming the backlog, which sounds somewhat scatological to me. Horrible. I hate that a lot. There is so much shit to sell in here. Fuck me. It's awful, this room. I mean, I don't like this room even before we've turned it into anything. It's disgusting. Can't believe you've done this. No panels, no potions, no anything for these fucking kids. I mean, this isn't... They don't want to be up here anyway. There should be no comfort up here. If they've gone up here, something's gone fucking wrong for them. Like, they whisper to themselves about getting sent up here. Like, the new kids arrive, you know, with their no shoes and their little tattered vests. And the kids who have been here for a while are like, "You don't want to get upstairs. They do things upstairs. I've heard the screams." And then, like, a child who slightly drools from one side of their mouth goes like, "I've been upstairs. I'm so pretty. I'm so pretty." They can't cry because they've removed the tear ducts, but you can see them sort of shaking. They're all weak. Right, we go through here. We get rid of these panels too, all coming up Mill House. And then we'll clean up this area because there's some cleaning to do. And then we can start putting down furniture. We need to build some of these walls. Oh my god, that roof is hideous. I've only just noticed the roof. It's so ugly. Why would you do this to me? Take away all those beams, the fancy beams that we don't need. Oh, don't sell that. Obviously, that's the roof, I think. Sell all these ceiling tiles as well. This is like proper utilitarian stuff up here. This is a place of business and work. This is for like real stuff. Take away all the beams, roof collapses. There we go. We'll need to put some proper lights in here. No, don't fall down the stairs. We should probably put up some sort of railing there, but like a stainless steel one. Or like a titanium one or something. Put that there, put that there, put that there. Take away this beam as well. This is now looking a lot nicer, obviously. I wish it was daytime so I could actually fucking see. That would be nice. Don't want them distracted with girly things like patterns and shapes and design. They're lucky to have right angles. Exactly. Right, we'll build a wall. Up here. Like that. And now, what does the surgery look like? It'll need aluminium plates. It'll need... I don't know if scalpels are in here. There's definitely, like, scissors and stuff. It's not like this place is licensed anyway. White. Needs to be white, tile, metal, brushed metal, stainless steel, disinfectant everywhere. I wonder if they have, like, a dentist's chair that I could use. Oh, come on. I need to, like, reach up there so I can build. Come on, just... Please. Please let it work. Did that not work? It did work. There we go. All the way along the top, please. And then here to here. Lovely. Walls back intact. I'm terrified for these kids. Do you not want the kids to be pretty? Is that what it is? Some of the kids don't know what's going on and they're like, I get to be pretty! They get brought up and then you hear the grinding and the sawing. And then they come back down and they're smiling, but it doesn't look like it reaches their eyes. It doesn't look like they can stop. But they seem happy. Anything else to clean? Nope, this is now perfectly clean. Wonderful. We'll clean up in here. Sawdust floor wooden table. Well, that might be for the re-education. Because that needs to happen too. God, it's filthy up here. And who left these flowers? I feel I'm not the problem. It seems like a lot of you want to raise soft kids. Do you neuter them? It depends on what... That can come during the bidding phase. Like, that can all get sorted out on the blackboard downstairs. You know, in the plush office. It's like, do you want any extras, sir?
May they be gelded.
There's the trash bag. Lovely.
They don't need whatever they have for what I'm going to do with them.
More trash. We can get rid of that in a bit. That's fine. Right now, just throw it down the stairs. And then this room is clean as well. Oh, it's so nice in here. I mean, it's... maybe. This can be surgery. This can be re-education. That makes sense to me. I think that looks good. Is there a door here? No. But we can sell these curtains. We don't need these curtains. We probably don't need these windows, to be honest. Yeah, you know what? Get rid of these windows. These are pointless windows. Same within here. We don't want anyone looking in or out. Let's brick these up too. Some stains left on the floor would have been good for flavor. Brick, brick, brick. Lovely stuff. Amazing. Then brick this up as well. What do they need to see for? They probably don't want to be seeing outside. Also, you never know what some fucker's driving a drone around or something like that. This is the secret floor. This looks like this is a game called Crime Scene Cleanup. Same idea, but you clean up a crime scene. Well, that might tie in. It's the hope that kills. Best to keep them safe. You know, maybe they'll see... I imagine that they come in here, they see snippets of sun from some of the windows that are uncovered, but mainly the next time they see daylight is the car and plane journey to their new parents' house, and then it's darkness again. Or maybe not, maybe they're free-range kids. One of my favourite people, even though by now that might be a case of sunk cost fallacy. Let's get a door in here. Let's do the walls and floor first. This should be like cleanable ceramic tiles or lino again, honestly, something like that. Something that's moppable, basically, because we have not hired the greatest surgeons. Let's go to here. Wood panels, tiles. Ooh, sand-blasted steel, stainless steel, chrome. Chrome might be nice. Chrome is speaking to me. Like just square chrome. Like a big square chrome tile. How's this look? Oh, that's quite nice, actually. That seems good. I like it. And then maybe white ceramic on the walls. One of my favourite people, but I feel I've been bamboozled into a cult. Oh, it's quite satisfyingly shiny. Lovely stuff. We need fluorescent light in here as well. Because they need, you know, artificial light so they can see exactly what they're doing. Precision. Like a modern Pied Piper. You can't say that sort of thing when you're making a foster home. This is a nice place. It's all above board. We've been, like, audited or whatever. Any more? Oh, we're out. Buy more. Chanting their kazoo and then we're off. Isn't Tooting an actual place in Britain? Does the verb tooting come from the village of Tooting? I'm assuming it's a village because you couldn't have a big city called Tooting. People would laugh too much. Like they're just known for playing like French horns there or something. Okay, perfect. Then we need some white tile, please. Surface finishes. Tiles. We need like ceramic white tile. Cut pattern like, again, squares I think is good. And then make the size like there. Color. Pure blinding white. Oh, that's perfect! Tooting is an area in London, gaze. Is it? You actually have a place called Tooting. That's quite funny to me. Okay, that's good. And then here as well. Go, you know, tile as much as you can. Maybe tile the roof as well. Or the ceiling, I should say. Oh, it is really coming along in here now. Like, it was looking a bit grim. Now it's looking like a proper place. Tooting sounds too whimsical for London. Oh, look at that. Oh! Oh, it's gonna be lovely in here. You know what? I'm gonna try and tile this too. Oh! Oh my god, yes, that is perfect. That is exactly what I wanted. Look at that! It's so clean! I only know it because in the ancient 1980s there was a show called Citizen Smith, and he headed the Tooting Popular Front. Oh, I think I saw that recently. Like, I was on at my nana's house or something. I can't remember who was in it. It wasn't like Richard Beckinsale or something. I don't know who was in it, but somebody I recognized, and I was like, what the fuck is this? When I go to my grandmother's house, occasionally there is a lost sitcom from the 70s or 80s that I've never heard of in my life. And they go like, how have you never heard of this? It was everywhere. And I was like, you were born in the 1950s. You can't say these things to me. I don't know what you are like. Last time I was there on Sunday, something called The Darling Buds of May was on it. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Is that David Jason? And they were like, how haven't you heard of The Darling Buds of May? It's Catherine Zeta-Jones. And I was like, I barely know who that is. I know she's famous, but I just know her as a Welsh woman who gave Michael Douglas, like, cunnilingus cancer or whatever. I've never seen her in anything. It was the dad from My Family. That's who was in Citizen Smith or whatever. Robert Lindsay. Oh, and Peter Vaughan was his dad. I like Peter Vaughan. We should probably do something with the roof. Maybe, like, metal again? Like, match it? That seems about appropriate. The Darling Buds of May. Catherine Zeta started off on that. There we go. I had never heard of it. I guess if you are a Welsh person, it's probably like you have to stand Darling Buds of May because it apparently gave her big break. Let's do this as well, and then we can make the metal top. Oh, look at that. It's actually beautiful. And then we can put in lights so they can actually see what they're fucking doing to the kids. You don't want a blind doctor doing your surgery. Although I'm sure you can do it by feel if you're good enough. I wouldn't want to risk it. Don't bring up the cunnilingus cancer. It's a bad reflection on our Catherine. I wonder if she was mad about that. And I don't mean in a slangy way, like, oh, she was really into it. I wonder if she was mad that he said that he got cancer because he was just too into eating out Catherine Zeta-Jones. It's like, did she read that interview and go, Michael, we need to have a talk about what you are allowed to say in the future? Yeah, it's a compliment if anything. It's like, I can't stay away from it. I just have to be in there day and night, and it gave me cancer. I loved it too much. I don't know if this is common knowledge, by the way, that Michael Douglas said that he got some sort of mouth cancer because he loved performing cunnilingus on Catherine Zeta-Jones too much and couldn't stop himself. That's the actual interview. There's a difference between living and being alive. This might be deep lore. I don't know if this is, like, on his Wikipedia page or something. Oh, look at this! It actually looks quite nice in here now. I can't tell anymore what's common knowledge. Grounds for divorce? I think they're still very happily married. I mean, if he's doing it that much, I mean, good for her. You missed a beam? Did I miss a beam? I did miss a beam. This can be tile. There we go, that's nice. This as well, maybe? Yeah, that's already done. Good stuff. Perfect. Keris Matthews could give me mouth cancer. Love you, Wales. For once, I get a celebrity reference on this channel. I know who that is. Let's go to lighting. We'll get some nice lights. What's the most, like, clinical looking light? We need wall lamps or ceiling lamps. That's pretty good. Or maybe even this or this. Oh, it's gotta be that, right? There we go. Yeah, it's gotta be that, and maybe even lower as well. That's what we want! Stop being crude about our Welsh darlings. Maybe up a tiny bit. There we go. And then, same again here. Perfect. Then, here, in this corner. And then here, in this corner. And then probably another set over here? Yeah, that's roughly in the middle. And then here as well. But there? Yeah, that's basically right. And then we'll put the lighting up. That's interrogation room lighting. It's lighting that is appropriate for surgeries. Actually, you know what? Can I get floor lamps? Need some of them as well. Just, again, they need to see what they're doing. That's pretty good. Now get a light switch. Switch? Just any switch. It doesn't really matter what switch. That looks disgusting. Get that one. And then wire it all up. Single hanging light bulb. Wire all these up, please. Is that everything? It is. And then... Oh, it's perfect in here. Look how nice and shiny it is. Oh, it's actually really nice. Unironically, this is nice, I've decided. Now we need a door. What is the nicest door we can put in here? Where are the doors? Doors are here. Let's get interior doors. Oh, it could be another, terrifying. It could be another, like garage door. That's always an option. Or maybe a nice glass door. Like that. Oh, that actually looks quite good, I think. Yeah, I like that. Just latch that on there. Opens interior. Perfect. Now we will just fill in this wall. A plastic curtain. Let's fill in all this. We'll just top up the wall textures. Very easy to wipe clean. Exactly. It's all about cleanable. We can't have wood. It's too porous. It'll reek and grow mold on it after like a day in this building. Perfect. Amazing. We go in here. We get more of this tile. And then we can finish this off. Yeah, the kids in the re-education section can see what's going to happen. Tile all around the edges. Again, it needs to be cleanable. Above anything else, it needs to be cleanable. Floor as well. Oh, perfect. Done. Now, we need a table. Or a chair. I don't know what we need, really. Let's go to building here. Tables. Seats. Is there any sort of doctor's seat? A gamer chair? Not really. Oh, you know what? It could just be this. Could be like a Martin. Or do you have like a plastic... That's pretty spot on. Okay, good. Then we need a table for them to actually do the big stuff on. Like, who's to say a foster child doesn't need breasts? You know, if the buyer wants some, So we need to put some sort of flat table on so we can actually work on them. Much like a big table. That's big. That's like one of the school tables downstairs. That's also really big. And it's on sale, apparently. 2% discount. Ooh. We've got one of these. I think this is pretty good. The Cozy Rosy Martin. Put it in green or what? Green. Perfect. He's some sort of dragon from a princess simulator. Maybe that's who's gonna buy or adopt these kids. You don't buy a child, you adopt a child. That's perfect, that's really good. Then we need some tools, right? Like medical tools or whatever. Where's some scissors? Scissors, there we go. Perfect. Give me, what's the other scissors? Is there like a more... That's a scissors! That's exactly what we want! Perfect. Is there a scalpel? There's not a scalpel. Okay, fine. What is that? A crochet hook. Now that's interesting. Okay, put a couple of hooks there. Lovely. If you can't get a scalpel, you may as well get a knife. Go into kitchen accessories. Spatula. We could do something with that. With that there. A ladle. We're not ladling anything out of these kids. Knife. There we go. A knife Jean. That's basically a scalpel right there. Look at that. Amazing stuff. Then we need... I didn't think that was a sauna ladle when I saw this, the sprite. Magnets? No, you don't need magnets. A honey dipper. Now you're talking. That just to confuse them. A honey dipper. I didn't even know that was a thing. We probably need some kitchen towels just so that we can, you know, clean up afterwards. So we'll put a few of them over here. Can I not, like, just launch them to the wall? Do I have to, like, put them on the table? That's annoying. Oh, I probably need a hook. Okay, hang on. We'll get some hooks. It's so blindingly white in here. How do I... There we go. Perfect, so they can clean up, obviously. Need a small side table for the tools, like a rolling table. That's a really good idea. Hang on. Tables. Get another table. Where was the Martin? Oh, a wall table like this. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, I like this, that it's just kind of bolted there. That's where the spatula can go. That's where one of these scissors can go. That's where one of these crochet things can go as well, probably. Maybe two of these crochet things. Just very neatly arranged. Then we need some more knives, I think. Like, give me some proper chef's knives, please. Like, you know, a scalpel's all well and good, but you can't, like, remove a fucking limb or something with that. Some of these people looking for lovable foster children have very specific tastes. I'm not saying we're going to make all of the kids into nuggets, but some of them might need to be. So get a couple of cleavers, get a chef's knife. There we go. Actually, that can live on the table, I think. Lovely. Then we need put one of these over here just to neaten things up a bit. Anything else? Well, I think at this point you get your oh, a carving knife is absolutely perfect! Look at this! Oh, that's amazing. We can actually get rid of one of these cleavers to fit it in, because that's That's the dream. A chisel, a file. Okay, some of these fuckers have huge teeth. We need a file here. We actually need another table. Where can I get a tiny, tiny little round table, like a little side table, please? Yeah, this little accent table. That's perfect. So, go back here. We need a file. Good. We need some sort of hammer. And... Oh, pliers. That's your standard. That's your default. You need some pliers. So, rope. Is there any rope? Ooh, rope is a good shout. Because you don't want somebody moving around during a delicate procedure. Haha, box cutter, a Stanley knife. Stanley knife goes there. Who needs a scalpel when you've got Stanley knives? Wonderful stuff. This is going so well. I can't believe how well this is going. And a sink, yes. Like, they don't get sinks in the rest of the house, but you need... Oh, and a drill. Obviously, you get a drill. Drill can live here. There we go. We need some sort of sink. Like a stainless steel sink. Which would probably be in... Where would it be? Decorations? Occasional decorations. Accessories. Where would a sink be? Bathroom fixtures is where a sink would be. You've gone wrong. Don't forget the hoses and drains. We absolutely need drains. That looks like an appropriate sink. This looks like an appropriate sink. Can I make this even shinier? Sink. Ceramic. I would like to change that to. Oh, I can't change the material. It has to be ceramic. Material has to be ceramic. Okay, that's fine. Buy that. Put it right here. Lovely stuff. Maybe even two, because there's going to be a couple of people being worked on at once. Like, that's why we have the chair. It's like, this is for, you know, specifically face stuff. Like, you don't need much. Like, if I sit here, like, one person can be worked on with the face. Like, you know, file down the teeth if they're a bit bucked. Rearrange things with the plier and the hammer. Maybe a chisel over here as well. And then over here is, like, the full body stuff. Like, oh, you've got, like, a fucked up limb. You need to, like... We're gonna smooth that out for you. Oh, you are always running around. You're always running around, and the bidder is really interested in having you, because you're so pretty, and you're so smart, but... You're always running around, and you've got those, like, powerful legs. They're worried that you might try and run away. We're gonna have to hobble you. Metal bowl? Also a great idea. Is there a... Just type in bowl. Fruit bowl, serving bowl. Can I make this into metal? Yes, I can. I can make this into... Well, I can make it marble. But I can make it like a... glossy plastic and make it like a gold. Or not a gold, like a grey. There we go. Rich grey. That's perfect. Put that right here. For now. Nice overhead lighting. Might need an extra spotlight, you're right. Like, if I... Honestly, if I just copy this... Duplicate this... Put it right over the table. Like that. It needs to be moved a little bit back this way. Like that. That's pretty good. Adhesive tape for the rope. There we go. That's a tape. Is there any rope? Can I just buy rope? But, you know, that can be for the face. Witch hat row? No. European walnut panels? There's no rope. Private property, keep out. Well, obviously that goes downstairs when we go down there. This is pretty good, I think. Depending on how bad this gets during the thing, they might need some sort of some sort of shower. Like, where are the showers? One of these. That can go right here. Like the people working on them, obviously. And then drains for days. We need a shower drain here. Like that. We need drains around the table. We can get like a pool drain for that or whatever this is. Yeah. Like a drain here. A drain here. Drain by the chair. And behind the chair too. Good. This is looking pretty good, actually. Drain by the sink, just in case of spillages. This is more just a convenience thing, I guess. I'd like to have drains on all my floors. I think genuinely that sounds quite nice. Oh, this is perfect. Look at this. This is actually like a nice room. Can I get any like cool posters or mirrors or something? They need a mirror to show people what they look like afterwards. I'll be optimistic and say this is a nice outlet for me. Mirrors, wall decor. There we go. Just like a plain, like, block mirror. There we go. Look at that. That's pretty good. Maybe like a full body mirror here for like... Yeah, there we go. Like, look! Look what you've been transformed into! Look how beautiful you are! Look, you're perfect for your new parents. Don't cry. Look, it's all... Don't cry, you're perfect now. And we leave. I think that's pretty much this room done. We can go make whatever that's re-educate. I mean, this is also kind of re-education, but in a different way. We've got toilet. We've got... Oh, we can... What does this do? Well, that turns on that light. I mean, this can just be decorative. There's nothing to do up here. It's just leading to the roof. I might wall this off, actually. Yeah. You know what? I might just get rid of all of this. Like, we don't need... They don't need windows. They don't need anything of the sort. Arguably the worst room. It's the cleanest room. It will need to be soundproofed. Although, no, actually, it shouldn't be soundproofed. It should be whatever the opposite of soundproofing is. Because then the kids downstairs will hear it. And they will be better. they'll be less annoying. Lovely. And then wall this off as well. We can... oh, it needs to be walled off a little bit differently, annoyingly. Yeah, because I do want a wall here, so I'm going to have to wall it off like this. That doesn't work either. It has to be out even more. Fine. Build a wall here. You're saying we need a microphone. Oh! That's an idea I hadn't even considered. One of these could be like an audition room. Like, you know. The, like, how are we going to get the word out? It's not all newspapers and shit. It's the modern era. We can stream on Kick. I have surgery-based PTSD, so I've only just rejoined. Do you have any idea how to make one feel better? Since surgery clinic horror is my worst fear, I do feel very mildly sick. I do get a little bit freaked out by unnecessary surgery as a concept. Like, it's why I thought Human Centipede would be spooky, but it wasn't, unfortunately. Alright, this is looking quite nice now. Oh, it looks really pretty, actually. We do need some sort of railing here. But I think we're gonna build... I think if we actually build out, like, here... Right, and just wall this off as, like, a little... Because we want a streaming area and we want a re-education room. Can't watch Saw, got genuinely sick. The surgery is necessary. Exactly! They're not pretty enough. If they want homes, they need to be pretty, they need to be well behaved, they need to be modified to fit the tastes of their particular parents. It's all above board. Change of subject, everyone. Okay, how are we gonna lay this out? I think... we might want a door here. Make this a room, right? Like right up to the ceiling. Touch the sky. There we go. We can have a small live streaming room where we can get the word out. Like, here's the kids we have in stock right now. Here's the kids we have tragically staying with us now. You know, maybe their grandmother died and they have to stay here now. Maybe the you know, it's all very sad. It's not like a happy thing. But it's like, this is something that we have to deal with, and let's get these kids homes. I've had 5 surgeries for my abdomen, and I woke up in one of them. I can tell you what a surgery room looks like, but I may shut down for a few days if I do. That's horrific. I hope the surgeries were at least cool. Like, you got like a Teletubby screen put in there or something. Why was that the first thing that I thought of when abdominal surgery came up? A Teletubby screen, obviously. Okay, this is good. This is the live streaming room, or it's gonna be. And then, maybe we actually expand this out a little bit as well. Because this way we can have like a corridor set up. Like if we put this along here. Yeah, that kind of makes sense to me. Like, wall this as well. Dola's my favorite cyborg. I wouldn't mind being a cyborg. Like, I wouldn't mind some sort of metal arm or something like my limbs are shit. I could. You know what? I've always thought the blade legs in the Paralympics were cool. If I could get some sort of like retractable blade legs, that would be fine by me. I wouldn't mind that. Okay, perfect stuff. We need a little bit of a wall here as well. A lot of horrible little spaces left in this place, but that's fine. Oh god, how did I put that in? Oh, I think I've done something bad here. We need a door. Let's put the door in first. Or maybe you have to go through the live streaming room in order to get into this other room. Either way, this goes here. This goes... that'll fit. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this needs to go. I fucked that up. Fine. There we go. I'd consider something small like a magnet implant, but I'm too scared for that. I watched a game show recently where somebody had a magnet in their arm. And I was like, but why? I don't really understand what anyone's getting out of that, but that's fine. I'm shaking. Knowledge so forbidden it causes physical exhaustion. It's very Call of Cthulhu, actually, that concept. Like, I could describe this, but it would mean that my mind doesn't work properly for the next few days. Okay, this is perfect now. We'll go in here. This is now approaching an actual room. And we can... I think just destroy this little bit here and just expand the live streaming room a tiny bit. So it's more than just a little cupboard. All the easier to pickpocket keys with. I've heard of people getting like contactless payments and stuff, like a debit card chip, like an RFID thing put in their wrists or in their little hands, so they can just go like "Puduk" and get on the train. That sounds kind of fun. If it actually did something. Never considered the crossover between neurodivergencies and eldritch lore. I don't think I do have a fear of surgery, but I haven't had enough surgeries. And all the surgeries I've had have been very minor, so like, I guess I can't have an opinion. Right, we will put this here. And then this should be the last wall we have to build, which will be nice. If I ever went to a party, I'd be interesting for a minute or two. You're very interesting without the magnets. You don't need the magnet addiction. You can just talk about Currywurst. Everybody's bafflingly interested in it. Okay, perfect. This is Done. This is now a nice room. This is now also a lovely room. Okay, perfect. Now, in here, we need... It's going to be live streaming, so... Oh, we'll do re-education first. So, in here, re-education. What do you need for a re-education room? It's going to be brick. Like raw brick. So buy the raw bricks, please. Perfect already. Lovely. Sad I couldn't make you eat some. We still haven't made that pudding, the Dr. Utker pudding. Emma keeps saying she's going to make it and then falling asleep. I had vegan currywurst in a jar, but the airport made me throw it away. If you don't know, Grenarius came to visit me semi-recently. Emma needs her pudding. I think what Emma is hoping is that she'll fall asleep and then I'll make it for her. Which is possible, but it's unlikely. Lovely stuff. We can leave this as it is. The ceiling. The ceiling's quite nice in here. Or at least it fits purpose. Good stuff. Lovely. Now, I think this floor isn't good enough. Whereas this... Now that's kind of a nice floor. I think if we copy that... Raw old concrete. Ooh. Not as Grenarius like in real life. Very sweet. Emma needs her pudding. I mean, I think the pudding looks disgusting, I have to say. Because the concept of pudding is weird to me in general. It looks like basically some chocolate slop. Lovely. Yes, Mikey is also met Grenarius in real life. I mean, basically like the same as in chat, just like very lovely. And smaller than you'd expect. Like, Emma was like, oh, I don't actually know what Grenarius is going to look like. We were waiting for him on the bus. Or to come off of the bus from the airport. And she was like, how will I recognize him? And I was like, the small German boy who's smiling. That'll be who. And she was like, that doesn't really help. And I was like, it will. And she was like, ah, that's him. Real banana pudding with Nilla wafers as tops. I don't know what any of that means. Oh, this is lovely looking now. Okay, perfect, we're done. Now we need some lights. Some blinding spotlights, I think. Give me some lights. More of these, actually. These are good. Sweet you guys met up. You flew in? Well, we live very far away. Then we need some actual spotlights. So if we go ceiling lamps and... Is there something that looks like... Yeah, see, these are what I'm looking for. Like indented, maybe. Yeah, that's good. These things. Just place them all along the edge. Actually, maybe not. Maybe... If I go... The LED strips might be nice around the edge of the room. And then have a couple of spotlights right in the middle. Like really harsh ones. That could be good. So give me the LED strip lights. Right on here. And then stretch them. Stretch them all. Banana pudding is so good. I guess that would appeal to me more than... What's the other one? Than chocolate pudding, because I think I like bananas more than chocolate, at least as a flavour. But I don't like either. I don't like bananas or chocolate. I'd rather never eat another one of either. Is there vanilla pudding? I don't really like vanilla either. I don't like desserts, is what it comes down to, which feels like it's really going to hamstring your enjoyment of pudding. Also, whenever I think of pudding, the default thing, the image that comes to my brain is Yorkshire pudding. So, it doesn't really work at all. Let's go brightness 100, white, perfect, and then turn it on. Oh, that's perfect. Look at that. Okay, that's approaching done already. And then, what do you need for re-education? You need lots of television screens. Where the hell am I going to find a television screen? Home appliances? Electronics? Is there an electronics section? There is, and it has a TV on it. So, television screens. Multiple of them. It's going to look like a goon cave, but, you know, maybe more troubling. Lovely. It's going to be like Clockwork Orange, basically. Anything sweet causes physical harm. I like Yorkshire pudding. Yorkshire pudding's delicious. Yorkshire pudding's one of the best things to come out of that country. There we go, right in here. Not even. That's not. That looks about even. Maybe this needs to come like one more to the right. Yeah, that's good. And then duplicate. I feel re-educated already. I mean, look, that's pretty perfect already, man. It's going really well. We need another few, like right over here. Maybe like that. And then that, and then that. That's looking pretty good. And then we need some seats. So where are the seats gonna go? And what type of seats? I think just a wooden chair. Can I get just a wooden chair or some stools or something? Yeah, like something that I can strap someone to. It needs a back, I think. So, something along these lines? A Martin? I think that's good. So we'll put you, like, here. This is re-education. Then we need a little side table, obviously. Give me a little stool, even. Yeah, a little stool right here. And on that stool we can have... We need to, like, arrange it properly, obviously. There we go. On that stool we need some tape. We need, you know, reinforcement material. So some tape. We need... a brick? No, a screwdriver. Yeah, a long screwdriver. And then... a wrench? There we go. That's honestly pretty good. Like, if they have behavioral issues, you know, maybe a nice couch for the people actually doing it. Like that, a very fancy couch. That's lovely. People might want to come up and watch this. Some little matchsticks for keeping the eyes open, Clockwork Orange style. I was imagining tape, but I guess tape on an eyelid, that might leave some damage. Although we have the surgery room right over there, so it's not like that's going to matter too much. Is there any matchsticks? No. Is there a... what else? A toothpick? Toothbrush? You know what? That's baffling enough. You can have a toothbrush there as well. Just remove the eyelids. Oh, like in Hellboy. Perfect. Lovely. So people might want to... Oh, window cleaner! Lovely. Just like if they start trying to struggle and look away from the screens. Window cleaner in the eyes. Staples? There must be a stapler. But there's not a stapler Are you joking? Surely there's like office supplies. Like accessories, office supplies. There must be a stapler. There's no staplers! Bizarre game. Okay, lovely. So, we sit up here. We tape them in. We go on our phone or whatever. Or the people working here at the foster home. They go on their phone, put on some earphones so they can't hear whatever's going on. Oh, actually, that's a great point. Me. Any, like, speaker systems. Ooh, there's a camera tripod. That'll come in very soon. But we need, like a stereo system. Like, whatever the biggest speakers you have. No, that's too big. There's some speakers. There's some speakers. These are some speakers. Okay. The Tyler speakers. How big are these? Big enough that I can just kind of splash them round. There we go. That's getting there. A crochet hook, but not a stapler. I know. That's good. And right there as well. Okay. Now we're in for something. This is fine. I think that's perfectly okay as a re-education room. We walk in here. They can only hold one at a time, but maybe the others just, like, stand here and they're, like, waiting their turn. You sit here. All these TVs come on. You can only look this far around. They'd show you... We can't show you what they show. But it's maybe, you know, maybe the people who adopt these kids send videos back to us for use in this situation. Speaking of filming, we need to make the final room, which is the... oh, we should probably do something with the walls up here. Yeah, I think the walls need to be changed a bit. But we need to make the live stream room. Mama and Papa, exactly. Don't you want parents? Or do you want to stay here forever? Because if you stay here forever, eventually you're going to go missing. Because at a certain point, you're not cute anymore. And it would be really sad if you went missing. Nobody would ever find you. And we'd try really hard as well, and it would make all the other kids really sad. Do you want to make the other kids sad? You're a cruel child. This is why you don't have any friends. This is probably why you're here in the foster home. Did your parents not want you? They're probably not even dead. They probably just abandoned you. We told you they were dead because it seemed kinder. But you've been behaving really badly recently. So I think we should tell you the truth. They just didn't want you. They left. They're probably laughing right now. Is this too much? You forgot CCTV? We do need some cameras dotted around. Who knows what these fuckers are going to be doing. I imagine this is what foster homes are like. Nobody ever hears good things about a foster home, let's be honest. They're never in the news for, like, foster home doing really well. You can see the terror on my face when you talk like this. I'm going to take the Grenarius defense and say this is like working something out in some way. There we go. Nice and bricky in here. In here. This needs to be... I don't know. It needs to look nice, actually. This is going to be where we're showing off the kids. Never have kids, please. This is where we're going to need to show off the kids. So, something nice. This armchair. That's quite good. There we go. There we go. That's good. And then... camera. Camera melange. That's not exactly what I want. That's like a Polaroid thing. Camera tripod and a camera, like a DSLR. That's more what I'm looking for. There we go. Look at that. That's pretty good. Then we get a camera on there. Can I just like connect that up? I can. Can I move this at all now? Can. It's now connected. There we go. Just smile. Do we have any kitchen or feeding room? No! We should give them food at some point. We'll figure that out in a sec. Maybe that's the roof. We just get, like, Amazon drone deliveries of whatever, like, pet food is the cheapest at the time. Buzz it down. Just pour it out into troughs for them. It's better than they deserve. They act out. That's why these fucking rooms have to be set up, is because they act out. More brick. I think the brick actually fits quite well in here. Although, I was going to say, do we want carpet in this room? But we might need a drain in here. There we go. Maybe a green screen, actually. We haven't used paint yet. You know what? Paint this green. And that, yeah, exactly. Green screen. We're on the same page. Perfect. So you can be anywhere. Oh, this could actually be a part of the re-education as well. Like, the children are crying, they can't stand it here anymore. They're like, oh, I miss when my parents were around. I really like it. I really don't like it here. I miss when I was allowed to run around outside and that I didn't have to do these pageants. But then we put them in this seat, and then we just put like a stock image behind them on the green screen of like smiling parents, like holding hands and like looking down lovingly at them. And it's like, do you want this? Is this what you want? Well, then I'm afraid the only way of getting that is doing the pageants and making a really, really good impression. Otherwise, nobody's going to want you. Okay, I'll do whatever it takes. Good. So, I guess that's kind of it. Well, we need lighting. Hang on, we need nice lights in here as well. Maybe, some like nice wall lamps. Like some actual nice lighting in here. Because like, this needs to show off the child. There we go, look at that! That's perfect! Perfect! Put that away. Get more brick for the side wall. And maybe even like some plush carpet in here, I've decided. What can I get for surface finishes? What nice carpets do you have? Carpet tiles. Some suede carpets. No, some fluffy carpet tiles. And it's going to be like red. Some fluffy red carpet in here. Oh, it's beautiful in here. It's really nice. The kids actually grow to like it in here. The kids are like given the option of re-education or going in the filming room. And they're like, filming room, filming room. Because they get to experience carpet, they get a comfy chair with little stripes. The camera, we say, oh, the camera loves you. The lights are really nice. They get to see the pictures of themselves afterwards, surrounded by friends and family. And maybe there's other pictures taken as well, we don't know. That doesn't go to them. What else could be nice in here? Decorations? Is there any nice decorations we could do? I don't know if they deserve any decorations. They heard the camera adds £10 and they're ever so hungry. Tissue box. Just because sometimes they cry. There we go. Lovely. And that's pretty much it, I think. We just need to sort out the roof now and maybe the exterior. The camera loves you too bad no one else does. I mean, look at it. It's so nice in here. Oh, and actually, there should be a little table here, like a wall table with a laptop on it. Because this is being broadcast. I mean, we're not doing this for your fucking benefit. We need to get you out of here. Do you know how much money you cost? Tissue box should be behind the camera. Plants. Plants would be good, actually. But there should be a laptop. Definitely. Because otherwise, how are they going to run this thing? Where's a nice laptop? Or any laptop. Is there any laptops here? Computers. There we go. Perfect. Look at that. Amazing. Maybe even a mouse as well. Do you have a mouse? Surely there's a mouse. I remember mouse. Oh, security cameras. There is CCTV. Alright, well that will go here. Just to make sure. Plants. There is lots of plants. We need a vase. So we'll get like... What plant pot is this? That's a bit big, but that's fine. Ornamental plants. Let's give you... a snake plant. There we go. Oh, it's beautiful! I hope the tissue box is only for the kids and not for Nobleman Millhouse.
I saw the videos that you made, and I'm interested in adopting a child. I'll give them the best home they could ask for.
Oh, it's perfect. Great thing about the laptop, tissue box, and camera and green screen is they can also now monetize very niche but very terrifyingly popular dark web video content. We don't get into any of that, legally speaking. Okay, perfect. Now we just need to sort out the roof, which I have walled off. So let's get that off. Let's get that doored up, please. We need another Pandora. All the doors are going to be Pandora because it just fits better. Like this. Does that open? It does. Okay, perfect. So up here. We go up here. Don't need to figure out any of this. And we need to sort out their food deliveries. Or maybe we round them all up here and this is where they eat. Like this is... Oh, this is yard time! This is where they exercise! We don't want to fucking auction off fat kids. It has to be like exercising. So this is where they eat and run around. Well, we have a selection of fat kids in case that's their tastes. We accommodate everybody's tastes here. As long as you don't pick Quidditch, Jesus. Yeah, they do drills. Exactly, it's delivery drones. That's exactly my thoughts. Coordinated exercise, no running around. It's just star jumps until they pass out. Lovely. Clean up all this. Maybe a wheel like the prison thing. Because we need to make some money back off these ungrateful fuckers. Like, we give them clothes sometimes. We give them food often. We clean them. We provide them places to piss. And they cry so often. We gave you a new face and you cry at us? It's like you don't want to be adopted. It's like you don't want to have anyone that loves you. Okay, perfect. They can run up and down here. Is there any, like, weights? Maybe we want, like, a muscle child. Hang on. Electronics. Apply. Ah, there we go. Hobbies. Okay. We can give them... I don't know what we can give them. Ooh, a microphone! Hang on, that goes in the live stream room. They need to pick up all the noises that these kids are making. Otherwise, how will they make an informed decision? Pointed right at her. There we go. There we go. Lovely. It's almost like ASMR. Looks like a microphone I had at one point. One dart, but no dartboard. Okay, perfect. They can play catch. That's a good shout. They get, like, games. They can take turns tossing the cue ball to each other. That can go there. Is there any troughs? Like, what's your biggest trough? There's no troughs. Shocking. What about just, like, buckets? Buckets would be fine. Yeah, give me buckets. Or barrels. This is where all the food comes in. There we go. It's barrels of pet food. Comes in here, it gets slopped out. Here's like a... We need like a little bench. Any like picnic benches? Picnic tables, possibly? I think from what I remember, they might be over like... here somewhere? Where the hell are they? There's like constructions. I'm sure there was picnic tables. I don't remember where they are. If I just type picnic, will it come up? Picnic basket, picnic table. There we go. Lovely. White and wipe clean, obviously. Lovely stuff. Open the window to get some nice morning air in the house. Oh wait, neighbours can hear this. Close windows again. So this is where they sit to eat. Like all the kids come up here. They get dished out some slop over here. We'll need a table probably for that. What's like a nice table that we can slop things out on? Ah, there we go. Like a little buffet table thing. So that goes here. We get some bowls. Should probably be up in accessories and kitchen accessories. They don't get spoons or anything. And if you run out of bowls... Oh, sorry, you eat out of your hands now, your cupped hands. Perfect stuff. Oh, it's so good. Is there any pet food? Pet food, like food, dog food. Dog food. Hot dog. No, we're not giving them fucking hot dogs, but like food... cat food. Fine. It'll be a mystery what's in those barrels. A cheap sink so they can wash up afterwards. Down here, down here. This one, the Real. Goes right. Oh, can this be freestanding? I don't think it can. That's so annoying. Is there any like cabinet sinks that can be freestanding? A duck? No, this needs to be plumbed into the wall. You lick the bowls clean, unfortunately. Or... Oh, I didn't realize you wanted mold to grow in these bowls. If you want clean food bowls, you need to lick them clean. A tub, actually, you know what? That's horrifying. There we go. So they come up here, they eat, they run around, they throw the cue ball at each other, to each other. Perfect. Is there any weight training benches? I don't know if I want these kids to be strong, but a couple of them should be strong. Oh, you know what? They can all fight over the one fidget spinner. There's one fidget spinner for this entire house. They fight over it. Yeah, there's going to be a hierarchy of sorts. It's like the crueler and, you know, more fucked up children. Either you get broken by this place or you become stronger going out the other side. Although nobody actually comes out the other side. But, you know, we promote healthy fighting and competition among our children. Because that's how you build character. The bath spinner. Perfect. It's amazing. Okay, now I think we just need to figure out what the outside will look like. We just need to clean it up a little bit. And then we can do a little tour as we go through and sell off this fucking house. Like, this is disgusting out here. You know, we need to keep up appearances. It's a nice place. How do I get rid of this? Can I not? Oh, there we go. I just need to highlight them in a very particular way. Can I please sell? None of these children have bikes. Are you joking? All these weeds, go away. Hitler Youth. All these go away. That goes away. Like a clean house, please. Because it's a bit disgusting out here, let's be honest. Too much stuff over these windows. I mean, these are the nice places. You can actually look in these windows and see nice rooms. Like, it's the carp and cheese room. Why wouldn't anyone want to see that? We need to clean this up as well. We left this to the end. Anything else filthy? That's filthy. And there's roots and fucking pumpkins everywhere. Get rid of all these fucking pumpkins. I hate these pumpkins. Can I make, like, patches of, like, freshly dug earth? It's like, a lot of the kids go missing here, but then it's foster care. Kids go missing from foster care all the time. It's like real, genuine, real-world issue. They're constantly going missing, and nobody really cares, because they're just foster kids. Yes! Thank you, game! Pre-written. In the description of the canonical house already. Is you get the shady hole. And clean up all of this shit. They don't go out here anyway. It's not like we have to keep this up. This is just a smoking area for the people who work here. Because it's very tiresome to work here. Like, if you had to deal with that many crying kids, you'd smoke as well. God, these are some disgusting looking trees. There we go. Get rid of that too. Get rid of all this ivy. No fountain. We're not fancy boys here. It's official spook season now anyway. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, it is. It's like autumn now or whatever. I love the bricked up windows. We can get rid of these windowsills as well. Shady Hole Orphanage. There's your name. This is actually quite a nice place. I think we've done a decent job here. Like, I think this is a place that would do its job. Like, it's good at what it does. That's why it's, you know, so successful. That's why it was able to buy this building in the first place. Lovely. Get rid of these weeds as well here. Nearly done. That tree can go. Fuck it. Can I not get rid of this? I can't find a way to get rid of this one. That's fine. And then we'll clean up this. There's some trash to get rid of here. I think that's it. I think we're good. Amazing. Look at that. Okay, we'll do a little run through. House. Need to have a name one step off Shady Orphanage. So, we come in. It's like a normal looking house. There's a slightly conspicuous shallow hole here that's quite small, maybe child-sized, you don't know. You come in here. Put this out in case there's anything else to sell. There we go. You step in. Gentlemen, take your coat. They hang it up here. Your shoes will go on this little rack, because nobody wears shoes in here. And nobody wears socks either. Nobody's allowed. You have to have your grippers out at all times when you're in this house. You walk through the lovely double doors and you're suddenly in the waiting room. You sit down. Some attendants come over saying, "Hey, would you like some cops, huh? Would you like some cheese? Would you like a glass of Prosecco? Would you like some scotch?"
Give me all of it. I want that powder as well. Give it to me.
Of course, sir. You won't be waiting very long. The show is starting soon.
See that it does. I've seen your television broadcasts. My assistants have shown me on something called the internet, and I've liked what I've seen.
So then they're brought eventually. They can hang out here. They can chat amongst themselves.
Yes, I own many lands and golf courses. I also own many golf courses. I like to walk around them and make sure that none of the wildlife can survive.
Then they go over here. They turn on and off this switch. See if anybody's in the cubby. It's perfectly innocent. Just seeing what's in the cubby. They get brought in here eventually. Well, actually, first one of them needs to make. They come over here.
I need to use the bathroom. I've got my toilet boy. Where is your lavatories?
Right over here, sir, of course.
Oh, it's so fancy. Oh, I love how golden and marble encrusted everything is.
We knew you'd like it, sir. We only have the best for our clients.
Close the door and get out. Clean me. I'm finished. I'm ready to see the show now.
Of course, right through here.
Brr, 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 brr.
Creak of the chair. Then the music starts. It's Stacy! And she walks out, does her little moves, goes back in.
Ugh. I liked that one.
It's Graham!
I liked that one even more. I think I'll take Graham.
And they go in here. They get ushered back in. Walk in here. Their assistant goes... No, Graham can go there. And then man can go here. I'm so happy you've chosen a child. Graham's been here for a little while and has had a little work done, haven't you, Graham? I'm happy. I'm so happy. I'm really pretty. I'm pretty enough. I'm finally pretty enough.
You're very pretty, Graham.
Then they work out the details in their little, books, and they draw up some specs, like, is there anything you'd like Graham to have or not have before he comes to your house? Because as part of our contract, you have 2 or 3 days to change your mind, at which point Graham will be very sad, but that's just how these things go. Or we can edit him for you. He's already had a little work done, but you can change him to fit your tastes.
I would like Graham to have... Does Graham need those arms?
Graham doesn't need anything if you say he doesn't need them.
I don't think Graham needs those arms.
Graham, are you okay with this? I'm okay. I just want to leave. We'll see you in a few days, sir. We'll have Graham ready for you whenever you're ready to pick him up. So then Graham gets picked up here. Tears of happiness in his eyes. He gets brought upstairs. He gets to spend one last night in school, or one last day in school. So standard 8-hour day of school, teaching them about the different areas of the world where most of their clients come from. Little television presentation on what their expectations will be. Little, they wear a dunce cap up here and have to wear the special toilet cap if they don't hold it in long enough. But then afterwards they can get hosed down in the toilet and they go to sleep out here. They get one last chance to say goodbye to everybody because they've made friends and enemies, obviously. They get a shower after their toilet time. They've made friends and enemies, so they say goodbye to Stacy and Tabitha and Gwyneth and Keith. All these standard children's names. They all say goodbye. They have a tearful farewell. I can't believe you're getting adopted. I've been here longer than you. They've done so many surgeries on me. I'm more than pretty enough. I can't walk anymore. I'm so pretty. Graham pushes her over and says, I'm getting out. You won't be able to do anything to me anymore because I'm going to a family and they're going to love me. Then he gets brought upstairs for any adjustments. He gets one last dose of re-education. He gets put in here. He's very good this time, though, so he doesn't get this sprayed in his eyes. He doesn't even really need to be strapped in that much. And the pliers does not get used. But he sits in here. He gets one more dose of education for his new home. He gets one more private feeding up here. He gets, because he's getting adopted and he's done so well, he gets to come up here and eat his slop with no other kids trying to fight him for it. Oh, it's perfect. He gets to stand in the middle of this yard and spin this fidget spinner as many times as he likes in 10 minutes. And with nobody else trying to get it from him. It's actually the best moment of his life so far. Then he comes back in. He does a little thank you note for his new owner, his new parent, obviously. Sits down here, says, "Thank you for adopting me. I'm about to be fixed. I'm so happy that I don't have to stay here anymore. I just know you're going to be the best parents ever." Then he gets ushered out here. They turn off the camera. And he gets brought into the final prep room. First, they do some stuff to him here. His teeth are a bit crooked. His nose is a little bit out of shape, so they need to pull that into shape and fix him up a bit. And then, Graham, I'm afraid your parents said that you probably wouldn't need arms. What he has in store for you, you're not going to need arms. You mightn't even want arms. So I'm afraid it's going to be a rough few minutes for you. So they scrub up, they shower, they wash their hands. Well, they might only wash their hands afterwards. They pick up the special chopping knife, maybe the scissors and the drill. Who knows what they do here? But they fix him up until he's nice and happy and well suited for his new parent. And then he gets brought out past this trash I forgot to take out. And then brought out here. He stands right here, and then a car drives past. He gets ushered out. He gets put into that black car. It's got tinted windows. And then nobody ever hears from Graham again. The other children ask sometimes, "What happened to Graham? He seemed so happy, but we never saw him after he left that night. He said he would send us photos." But that's it. Graham has his happy ever after. Such a meticulously crafted narrative, not such a natural flow through the building to make it happen. It's actually extremely ergonomic for all the workers, because it's really just like a big loop of the building and then everything's done.
Shame on you.
It's really good. And that's Graham's story. That's the story of Shady Hole Orphanage. Shady Hole Foster Care House. They don't call them orphanages anymore. The workers chill out here, kicking up their feet, smoking. You know, they don't even... The worst thing about it is that they don't even say goodbye to Graham. They just, like, shove him in there and just leave and go back to smoking. They don't even look him in the eyes. Maybe there's a reason for that. Maybe they don't want to look him in the eyes. But the last thing he ever sees is the back of their head as he looks out the tinted window. And he feels a hand on his back, like a clammy hand. And he thinks, "It's all over. It's all over and I get to be happy now." And that's... We can just... You can pretend that's what happens if you like. Let's sell this house. Houses. How do I sell a house in this game again? How much are we going to make for this? We spent 1.1 million doing up this house. Well, no, it's only actually 130 grand to renovate it. But, it cost 1.2 million. Let's do it. Let's put it up for auction. Let's see who owns Shady Holes Orphanage or whatever. Oh my god! These people really want it. Emma Fox is gonna give me basically $1 million extra to get to form ownership of Shady Holes Orphanage. This is the owner of this corporation now. Make sure you edit out the crying bouts from the live stream unless specifically it was requested by the owner. You sure you want to sell this house? Yes, of course. Hey! We finished it! We made a house, everybody! It worked! It's all fine. Continue. They all look like they would be into these things. Wrong uns. Oh, we get to see photographs! I forgot about this section. We get to see what we've done to it. Oh, that's beautiful. Look, we cleaned it up a bit. This is now immaculate. Look at that. Perfect. Now, oh, look at the waiting room. This was disgusting. Now it's a lovely, pageant room. It's now being used for something. Oh, and look at that bedroom. It's luxurious. They've each got a mat. Save photos and continue. Yeah, okay. Can you play music over the top? Everybody hurts. Oh, and then I get to go back to my lovely house with no Grahams in sight, no children. So bright now. My house is very bright. We can go up on our rooftop and it's just lovely. We can have friends round. We'll invite, you know, to celebrate a job well done, we'll invite Emma around.
I really love the place you sold me. I can't wait to run it just as efficiently as you were.
My lovely, lovely, lovely house. Are you proud? I think we managed to craft an interesting narrative about that. Great use of natural light. Natural Kevin MacLeod would be proud. Oh, I really like this garden. Oh, and we've got a little bit more, slightly more wild grounds around the place, but I like this. I would love to just sit around here all day. This was a communal effort. We made a really nice foster home for those poor kids. And now they can easily... You know, most foster kids just bounce around between foster homes for their entire childhood. Nobody ever actually adopts them. No one actually fully takes them in and embraces them. We have bucked that trend. That foster home has like a 98% adoption rate. Everybody else is so jealous. Because after you do enough work on a child, somebody's going to want them. No matter what niche stuff you have to do to the child, somebody's going to want to adopt him after that. Just do our laundry like nothing's ever happened. At least it was finished and not 4 years past schedule and 40 grand over budget. Exactly. I have to admit we're complicit in an action if nothing else. We're all enablers. Wee. All sins are forgiven then, aren't they? I mean, the people who go on to be adopted, I mean, very few of them are heard from again. At least not openly. But, and, you know, I guess it is still a temporary thing, because once they turn a certain age, and it's different for everyone, but once they turn a certain age, they might end up in a new place. If you do enough work on a child, somebody's gonna want them. I mean, some of them don't need arms and legs, or eyes, or a tongue, or anything really. Basically, some of those children are going to be Johnny got his gunned, but would they rather be back in the bin we found them in? Fucking parents dead of heroin overdose beside them? Is that where you want to go back to? Or would you rather we took your eyes? It's your choice. It's absolutely your choice. You can go back. You can go back there. I doubt they've even picked up the bodies, to be honest. You can go back exactly where you came from. Or, you don't need your eyes. Do you want us to take your eyes? You can stay here and you can be adopted out to a nice person. I don't feel good. wholesome, family-friendly fun. I don't like the one who wants me. They smell like cheese and carp. They all smell like cheese and carp. We aren't there anymore, Dreya. Stop. Believe me, you'll have bigger issues to worry about than what they smell like. Type 3 fun. Right, I mean, I guess I'll end the stream now. I think, what time is it? Yeah, it's like a bit past 4. We got a house. I'll probably come back to this. I imagine the next house we work on won't be as cursed. I'll try and make it really wholesome and nice. Although this was nice in a certain way. It was fun. I enjoyed myself. I had a fantastic time doing up that house. We exit. Chat demands more. Part of us will always be there. Exactly. What does unstuck mean? Oh, there's a Scooby-Doo DLC! Add to wish list. There's a Scooby-Doo DLC coming. Lovely. Shut it all down before you're arrested or something might be an idea. Lie low for midweek. I can picture the Netflix documentary. I think people are just prudish, I think. People aren't open-minded in the way they say they are. I love this game. I think this genuinely might be one of my favorite games, even though on the surface it's fucking dumb as hell. I just really enjoy that, unlike other, like, games of its ilk, like your power wash simulators and your lawn mowing simulators and stuff like that, you can make nice little stories in this game. Each house has its own little story that just sort of naturally occurs as you go through it. You're like, oh, this room could be this, and that ties into the other thing that we already made. It's perfect. It's almost like an improv exercise. It's like playing D&D. Don't you Scooby dare? When will those nice stories start then? That's why I was making videos of these on YouTube, is because you can make some nice crafted stories. Like, we made the streamer house. We made I think the streamer house might have had a goon cave. One of them had a goon cave. Lots of trees and cover for the SWAT team used to surround your compound. That's how Sims building works too. Maybe I could get into Sims on stream. Otherwise known as Strims. Because I've never really enjoyed it off camera. But I don't think I would enjoy this game as much off camera either. I think I would just enjoy... I enjoy it more when I am making up these little stories. Streams. Fucking yes, you should, please. Right, that's where I'll end today. I love this house. This is my dream house, by the way. In the woods as well. Oh, if you could get fiber broadband to here, then... Oh, perfect dream house. Living just with me and Emma. Maybe 3 or 4 guinea pigs running around. A little Roomba. I'd love a Roomba. This couch looks really nice. It looks like it's slightly uncomfortable. Really good. Chickens outside. Exactly. Just chickens wandering around. Or some lizards. I don't know. Something. That's nice. I've even given myself the correct number of wheelie bins. You've got your general waste. You've got your recycling. You've got your glass. Actually, I probably should have a compost. I don't know. Maybe I just throw shit in the woods. If it's compost. Maybe I throw it into a big hole in the woods. I should have a compost bin. Hang on, where would I find this bin? Outdoor trash bin. No, that is not what I was looking for. Trash. Trash chute, trash bin. That's not what I want either. Where are the, like, wheelie bins? Would they be out here somewhere? Out here? There we go, wheelie bins. Is there a skip? Maybe I want to skip. There is a skip. There we go. Brown or black. That's the colour of compost, right? We'll put it... Are these... I think I have mine the other way, but that's fine. There we go. The correct number of bins. I don't want a Sims character named after me. I don't trust what Dreya will do. I only have 3 bins. I don't have a glass bin. I just have to put my glass into my general waste, because they didn't give me a glass bin when I signed up for rubbish. It's really, really fucking annoying. I have the general waste, I've got the recycling, and I've got the compost. I'd rather... I have a garden with... I could just throw the compost out there. I'd rather have the glass, but it wasn't an option. I hate rubbish in Ireland because it's all privatised. You have to, like, find packages for the least amount of money. It's fucking miserable. Anyway, right. At least there's no council tax. Main menu. Quit game. Thank you everybody for watching. Even after my cow death, I would like let Dreya make Sim Lola. I don't think it's not hard, or it is hard to kill Sims, right? You have to really try. You have to, like, lock them in swimming pools and set fire to them or something. So you'd probably all be fine. I can't imagine any of you would be happy. Any of those massive underground ones in Europe that you just jump straight underground, they're in Spain and my parents love them. You're just accruing glass. Now, it basically means I don't buy much glass. Because if there's a glass... It's meant that my plastic intake has gone up. Because I will now go for plastic rather than glass. Because I can recycle plastic. Whereas I can't recycle glass. It's fucking miserable. Sims have hundreds of coded deaths? Ooh! Although I don't actually know which is the most modern Sims. Are they on Sims 5 now? Is there a Sims 6? Sims 8? I don't know what Sims is the most recent Sims. Maybe I'll play the Game Boy Advance Sims. I know that's a thing. 4 is the most recent Sims. Really? I feel like Sims 4 is ancient now. Sims 4. Sims 4 came out in 2014! It's like 11 years old! Fair enough. They're just going to add more and more endless DLCs to 4. They cancelled 5. Oh, it's free? Oh yeah, but it's The Sims, right? And this is their MO. It's probably free, and then there's like 100,000 pieces of DLC that are like €2 or €3 each. GBA Sims are weirdly a bit RPG adventure. I know. Yes, that's how it works. Free content updates have also been released. Ooh. Reintroducing swimming pools and toddlers. Baby chat? A house with me and baby chat members? Maybe? €5 to €40 depending. That's a lot. Baby chat, yes. Anyway, cool. Let's close that up. Let's go over to this screen. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. It was a joy making Shady Hole Orphanage. I don't know if I can put that on YouTube, like as on my what's it called? The stream archive channel. It might get banned from the service. How much do I donate to not be your baby, please? Baby chat. And then I'm not even reading anymore. There's a fire in the kitchen. Did you want to buy the fire service DLC? No, this is what I want. Sorry, I choked on my own breath there. I think skip this one, yeah. It got slightly dark. Only slightly. There's probably darker streams. If you would like to find me in other places, you can go to !YouTube. There is a YouTube video scheduled and uploaded for tomorrow afternoon, as usual, so get ready for that. You can also go to !links to find my Discord, my Blue Sky, my Letterboxd, everywhere else that I'm on. Those are places you can find me too. Other than that, thank you for any bits or subs or follows that came in during the stream. It's all very much appreciated. Regardless of what you do, thank you for watching, and I will see you for the next one on Thursday, where I'll be playing more of The Dig, I think. Bye!